Right, so quick video about dirt cheap budget shelter kit. I'll show you what I've got, we'll run through it, and I'll tell you the prices and everything and where I've got them from. So I've got a 10 by 12 tarp, 30 metres of paracord, and a ground sheet, 2 by 1 metre ground sheet. The tarpaulin is 10 by 12, which is 3 metres by 3.6 metres. So with that, we've then got something to make a shelter with, something to rig the shelter up, something to put on the ground underneath us so we're off the wet ground. Might be cold, but at least we'll be off the wet ground. You might be able to put something underneath you, something underneath this, and then put the tarp down. So 10 by 12 tarp, I got this online. It's kind of like a garden centre one, if you know what I mean. You know, like the kind of thing you'd get in a garden centre, because it says for protects your furniture, garden equipment all year round, roots and shoots or something. But it's basically just a green tarpaulin sheet. The only thing I would say about buying tarpaulins, not dedicated camping or bushcraft tarpaulins, is when you buy them, buy a size which is slightly bigger than what you want, because often they tell you the sizes of the cut tarp, and then afterwards they fold the edges over it and put the eyelets in, so they're always a little bit smaller possibly than what they say they are, and that's why they have things like that. A little star there, and it says down here 3 by 3.6 approximately. So we've roughly got a 3 by 3 tarp, green colour. It's not camouflage or nothing, but that was one of the cheapest I could find. You could get cheaper, you could get the blue ones, but I wanted, you know, something that was kind of natural looking. So we've got our tarp, and you can rig that up in, you know, 101 different ways. But that would give you something to cover over the top of you, keep out rain and whatever else. Then we've got the 30 metres of paracord. This is 4mm. It came from a place called Bunnings, which is like a new thing over here. It's like a garden centre builder's merchant type thing. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you the price on that. The price on that was £8 from eBay. So this is from Bunnings. I think this was round about 6 or 7 quid. We'll say 6 quid. 30 metres, which is an alright deal from what I could see, what, you know, when I was looking on eBay. It says the breaking strength is 270 kilograms, which is 595 pounds. So if that's correct, that should be stronger than 550 paracord, apparently. So you've got your tarp, now we've got this, and this is to rig it all up. You know, like I said, 101 different configurations you can rig it up. And we've got the ground sheet. Now this came from Pound World, so you can guess that it obviously cost £1. Just your ordinary, you know, ground sheet. I think it has got eyelets, but the eyelets put in these are terrible. They don't even fold the edges over. But just for sitting on, you know, you can't really beat it £1. That's 2 metres by 1 metre, which is, what's that, round about 6 foot by 6 foot by 3 foot, something like that. So that's enough for you to lay out on, you know, unless you're massively tall. For me, I could lay on that all day, you know, or put it down and put some of your gear on it and sit on it. Like I said, that was £1, £6, £8, so we're talking roughly 15 quid for a shelter kit. Then the other things I would say is, this might look quite big, but when you fold it in half, I wouldn't actually say that that is any bigger than what my proper DD 3x3 tarp goes into its pouch. You know, that's no bigger. In fact, I'd probably say that's smaller than my DD 3x3 tarp. Paracord, obviously, you know, there's quite a lot there. You may not need all that, but depending on what rig ups you're doing, you could set your rig up and then, you know, keep them strings separately for this. And this tarp, you know, folds up small enough you could probably fit that in a pocket of a jacket, really. So what I'll do later on, if and when I get a chance to go out in the woods, I'll set this up as a quick deploy tarp. Now I was going to try and do it indoors, but it's quite impossible to do it because it's easier for me to do it indoors because I can talk, you know, louder. It doesn't really matter, you know, I can explain things better when I'm indoors. But it's too hard to do it indoors and film it. And I'm going to need a long place to stretch up a bit of paracord, lay the tarp over, set it all up, and take it down and fold it all up. But when I get a chance to go in the woods and take this stuff with me, I will do a video on how to set this up as a quick deploy tarp, and also maybe even do other videos of shelter configurations of what you can do with this. That's pretty much it. Hopefully I haven't left anything out. If I have, you know, just ask in the comments. Right, that's it. So cheers for watching, and I'll see you later.